and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make DIY mini soda lip gloss. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to see future DIY videos, please click that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. So to get started, you will need one of these mini Play-Doh containers. And here is a comparison between the normal size and the mini size. Make sure that you thoroughly wash and clean out the Play-Doh container. The first thing I did was I removed the lid and I painted it white. You can use acrylic paint or spray paint. I do suggest sanding the lid first so the paint sticks to it better. On a piece of cardboard, I traced around the Play-Doh container and then I cut it out. Test to make sure the cardboard piece fits in the lid. Now to make the fake ice, you can use styrofoam balls or you can also use a hot glue stick. If you use the hot glue stick method, just cut the hot glue stick into little pieces. And if you're going to use the styrofoam balls, then you will just want to cut those with an X-Acto knife into little pieces. Make the Coke color for the soda, I'm going to use some black and brown acrylic paint, and you will also need some clear Elmer's glue. Mix the brown and black paint until you get the desired color that looks like soda. The next thing, I just added some of the Elmer's clear glue to the paint mixture. Paint the cardboard circle piece with the paint and glue mixture. Next, add either the hot glue or the styrofoam pieces to the glue and paint mixture. Stir that all together. Then add it to the top of the cardboard piece, arranging it so it looks like soda and ice. Set that aside and let it dry for about 24 hours. Here are the two different pieces, the one with hot glue and the one with styrofoam after they dried. Now to make the applicator, take a tube from a spray bottle, thoroughly wash and clean it, place that into the Play-Doh container and cut it down to size. With some strong thread, cut a big enough piece so when it folds together, it is long enough to fit through the tube. Fold the thread together and thread it through the tube. I used a toothpick to help push it through. I cut the bottom of a makeup sponge and then I cut that piece in half. Place the sponge in the center of the thread. Pull tight on the thread so the sponge goes into the tube and it won't pull out. Once that's done, cut off the excess thread. Next, I'm going to use some of these craft corks. I found these at Michael's. Take one of the corks and cut off just a small piece from it. I used a toothpick to make a small hole in the center of the cork, and then I used a screwdriver to make the hole just a little bit bigger. Place some hot glue in the hole. Push the applicator in tight and then let that dry for about 15 to 30 minutes. To secure the applicator to the lid, I just used some hot glue. Once the applicator is glued into place, then you'll want to place the cardboard piece back into the lid. It should fit snug and not fall out, but if it isn't tight, you can always hot glue it down. Now to make the lip gloss, what I'm going to use is some Vaseline or petroleum jelly. Place enough of the Vaseline into the Play-Doh container to fill it about 3/4 full. Next, I'm going to add some Kool-Aid to the Vaseline and mix it in. I know there are different ways to do this. This is just the way I chose to make it. Once the lip gloss is mixed up, head on over to the link down below and print out these printables. Once they're printed out, then just cut them out. Then just secure the label to the Play-Doh container. Place the lid with the applicator back onto the Play-Doh container, and then you are ready to use your soda lip gloss. For the next one, if you don't want to make an applicator, you can just use an applicator from an old lip gloss tube. Pull it apart from the cap and then cut it down to size. Use the same method of cutting down a cork and gluing the applicator to that just like before. And for this one, instead of making the lip gloss, I'm just going to use a couple lip glosses that I found at the dollar store. Just cut those open and add those to the Play-Doh container. And that is how you make the easy version of these soda lip glosses. And if you want to make an orange soda or a fountain soda one, what I used was some Vaseline and then just some of this orange crush mix. Once the lip gloss is mixed up, to make the soda and ice for this one, I just used the same steps as before, but I used orange paint. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these DIY soda lip glosses. Leave me a comment, let me know which one is your favorite. If you have any future DIY video suggestions, leave those in the comments. I would love it if you gave this